When should teaching your children about money begin? Some experts suggest as soon as they begin saying "I want," and I kind of agree with that. You have them in a state of mind where they're desiring something other than a necessity, and you can really leverage that desire as a particular learning lesson. Now don't worry, if that initial "I want" moment has come and gone, it's certainly not too late to recapture your opportunity. For this video, I want to share a couple of activities that you can do with your children before the ages of about 5 and 6. A lot of the things I'll be discussing I found on moneyasyougrow.org, and if you're curious or interested in learning more, I certainly encourage you to visit their website. Now with that out of the way, let's jump into it. It's important for children to understand that it takes money to purchase things, and one of the unique activities that you can do with your children to help them learn about money is to sit down with them and help them identify certain coins and associate the value to each and every one of the coins that they identified. You may be able to come up with a creative or cute game for them to play that'll keep them interactive, but that's certainly a good tool to help them begin to learn about money. Next is help your children understand that money is earned from working. So, begin to describe different jobs to them, especially your own, and be sure as you're driving through the neighborhood and you see the landscaper or the garbage truck driver to point out to your children that they are working so that they can ultimately receive a paycheck. So at the end of the day or end of the week, they'll receive a paycheck so that they can buy the things that they need for their families or for themselves. Though we live in a world of instant gratification, I think it's extremely important for children to understand that sometimes you have to wait before you make certain purchases. If you haven't watched my video on allowances for your children, both the pros and cons, I encourage you to go back and watch it. But in that video, I included why it's important for children to have a piggy bank and particular piggy banks for different reasons. So go back and watch that video, but for this video, I want to be sure to include that a piggy bank could be a very useful tool to help your children understand that not all purchases come immediately, and sometimes you have to save up and accumulate money to be able to make particular purchases. Now, for the most important, especially at this age, between the ages of 3 and 5, help them understand the difference between needs and wants. One of the activities that you can do is when you're out at the grocery store, be sure to point out the essentials, things that you need from a day-to-day standpoint, like food and clothes. And ask them to talk to you about the things that they would like to purchase that aren't necessarily an essential. A Lego set, or a dollhouse, or a doll, or whatever the toy is that they're looking for that is not essential, help them be able to delineate between the differences between those two items. Food that you need every single day, or a toy that they can save up for to ultimately be able to buy. I hope that you were able to capture a number of nuggets from this video and can begin implementing them with your children. My encouragement to you is to remain committed. Though it may not seem like they're capturing the information that you're teaching them, it's extremely important to understand that it takes time, and you'll be thanking yourself as they get a lot older.